Chickadee China Chinese chicken, you have?
What do you mean?
Chickadee China the Chinese chicken. Have a drumstick and your brain starts clicking. You have?
No?
Chickadee China the Chinese chicken.
Chinese chicken?
Chickadee China Chinese chicken.
Sorry, I'm not really understand what you mean.
Chickadee China the Chinese chicken. Have a drumstick and your brain starts clicking. You have?
So you're not old or you're not talk to someone?
Chickadee China the Chinese chicken.
I don't understand what you mean.
Chickadee China
No?
the Chinese chicken.
No?
No, Chickadee China the Chinese chicken.
No?
Have a drumstick and your brain starts clicking.
I mean?
Have a drumstick and your brain starts clicking. Clicking. Clicking.
What kind of chicken you want?
Chickadee China Chinese chicken.
I said I'm not really understand what you mean. Hello?
Hello, Chickadee China the Chinese chicken.
Sounds delicious.
Welcome to another installment of the Dirty Omaha Rock Show.
What's up?
Coming at your face first from an undisclosed location in Thomasville, North Kakalaki.
Face first in your naughty parts. That would be Dave Baker.
We are ready to bring some order to this chaos.
Oh, my God. First of all, before we get started, we got a big birthday shout-out.
Oh, yeah, Mr. Ian Bartholomew
Yeah.
has a birthday tonight.
He's a 68 years young.
Boy.
He's 68.
Hell yeah.
He's not
We still got a lot of boogieing to do.
But
We
he's
still got a lot of boogie. He's got a lot of boogieing to do.
Hell yeah.
So happy birthday to Mr. Ian. He is number 3 listener out of 4.
Yeah, out of 4. We love you, Ian. Thank you for being a loyal
Thanks
listener.
for being that go-to guy.
Even if you don't want to admit it to Brian Meyer. It's okay. We love you.
We are coming at you from, this is if you're new to the Dirty Omaha Rock Show. This is not professional radio.
It's
this
not.
is a podcast coming at you live. Well,
more of
almost live.
More of a podcast, really.
Yes, it's definitely a podcast. Coming at you from undisclosed location again here in Thomasville. I'm Dirty Dave. Across from me, as always, is
Mr. Dick Spitz. How's everybody doing?
it's his new gay porn
Yeah,
star name.
You can call me that, please.
So we got a great show tonight set up for you. If you have been living under a rock, which I know we have the Matt Santoro from the frontman Super Bob, or he is the frontman from Super Bob.
Yeah.
And they're in the Washington D.C. area.
Wow.
And
This is an international show.
Oh yeah, super. They're a rock band from the D.C. area formed under the name Bob in 2005.
Which is real easy to remember.
So Mr. Matt Santoro is on vocals, Adam Smith on guitar, Drew Reckney, I think I'm saying that correctly, on bass, and Chris Faircloth on drums.
Yeah.
Hard-working band, dedicated full-time rock band that plays about 240 shows a year, and you can check them out on YouTube, Super Bob, and they are playing tonight at Awful Arthur's downtown in Roanoke, Virginia, and we're going to literally be talking to Matt moments before they go on stage.
Yeah.
So
Cool.
they got a few shows coming up. We're going to talk about that. We're going to play a little bit of their tunages.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, just briefly, here is a little bit of Super Bob. This is Superfly. We'll listen to a little bit of this.
On the only podcast that gives it to you the way you like it.
So we'll be talking to Matt a little bit later on.
Cool
and,
deal.
You got to check him out on YouTube. Again, it is Super Bob. That is the song Superfly. And we're going to be checking those cats out. In the meantime, let's see. Brian, Fair Warning's got a couple of dates coming up this weekend.
Yeah, we just, as a matter of fact, I just found out about one last night. So looks like we're going to be in High Point, formerly of the old Turn It Up. We're going to be at the new Talk of the Town. Same building, brand new attitude. And Fair Warning's going to be bringing their mediocre energy show.
That's
and,
right.
You know, exceptional vocals to that place to rock the place out Friday night. And I know I just keep saying rock over and over. And then Saturday night, we're going to be back in Hillsville, Virginia, one of our old favorite places, at the Mason Jar.
Yeah. Also waiting in the wings tonight is going to be Toenail, Mr. Shawn Burchette.
Now, are we going to call him Toe or Nail, or is it Mr. Nail or Toe?
Yeah, it might be Mr. Nail. His rhythm guitar and backup vocals for Eyecon, founder and former frontman of Nail Hole.
Oh, okay.
So we'll be chatting a little bit later with him. And they're out of Randleman.
Wow.
Which is home
so we
to
the
the
seen
riders in the country.
We should have seen these guys.
Oh, definitely.
And I'm probably sure we have. We just didn't realize because we were drunk and chasing hoes.
So if you want to know what's going on locally on your local news and events, check out the 40 Mile Zone, which is facebook.com under groups FMZ Greensboro. And also we want to give a quick little shout out here to...
Hey, boy.
No,
that's how we give a shout out.
That's not where
hey,
we give.
Boy.
Now let's give a quick little shout out here. Where is my? Oh, here it is.
$1.50.
That's what I think about you right now.
Let's do a quick little. Well, that's not playing very loud at all.
No.
So what I'll just do is say, Red Dragon Guitars,
yay,
is your online source for the finest high. Thank you very much for the finest high-end electric guitars and amps. Offer one-on-one experience from the start. Our guitars are unique in every way. Red Dragon Guitars will work with you, along with one of our master luthiers that we carry to build the guitar of your dreams, with updates and pictures of your personal piece. And that's PIEC, by the way. Available anytime to discuss any guitars as stock, as well as custom guitars and building them for yourself. We're going to talk to you. Can check out John Pugh, who's the owner of Red Dragon Guitars. They're authorized dealers for David Thomas Manal, Dean Guitar, Learn Legator, which we are sponsored by.
Hell yeah.
Of course, Red Dragon Guitars with Legator. Luna, Takamine, and much more. They're located at 188 Cedarbrook Lane in Sparta. This is Sparta. You can reach them at 336-200-4480. And let's not forget the Rabbit Hole Video Games and Curiosities, located at 105 Old Julian Avenue in Thomasville, North Carolina.
Now, what kind of curiosities do they have?
Well, the Mad Hatter, Mr. Lance Knuckles, you can reach him, by the way, at 336-474-3100. You can buy, sell, trade, lease, retro, and new video games.
Oh, cool.
High Point, Winston-Salem, Thomasville, Greensboro, Kernersville area, they rule them all.
Yeah, I'm waiting on a video game myself.
They also offer micro loans. And our director of promotions just walked in, Miss Christy Music Lockhart. I'm going to embarrass her.
Finally, we got a
hot
chick in here.
Christy, what exactly is a micro loan?
It's a loan, but it's only smaller.
It's teeny tiny micro loans.
It's like 5 cents.
They're the official Funko Pop dealer.
She hurt her butt cheeks.
And you can come down for tournaments, pre-orders. Trade night is once a month. New Pops in, Rocky Horror Picture Show, Rabbit Hole exclusive Goku, and Dragon Ball Z. She's looking at me a little funny, like I may have said something incorrectly.
No, she just always looks at you like that.
She really does always look at me like that. So, once again, I got something real quick I need to say, Brian.
Oh, God.
Know ya, baby. That is Mr. Morris Day and the Time.
And the motherfucking town.
They are the motherfucking Mad Note, baby.
Greatest band ever. Ever. I mean, that came together and was created by God and given to us as a gift.
So, do you have anything over there, Brian, you want to talk about?
Oh, no, I've been working so much this week, I haven't had a chance to even poke my head out, so.
Now, Brian has, if you don't know anything about Brian
was you going to say chlamydia?
Brian makes and huffs glue.
Well, I huff more than I make, but.
He huffs and he puffs.
I had to
he'll
do that.
blow some dude away.
I did that at the truck stop.
So, what exactly? I mean, tell everybody what you do. I mean, you make glue.
Well, okay, I'm going to break it down for you laymen's who don't know the fine art of glue
Do
making.
not employed.
One takes about 15 different, I'm going to say ingredients. We call them raw materials. I mix it in a 6,000-pound vessel. You call it a mixing tank. I stir it up a lot, and then I pour it into containers.
There you go.
So that
And
was,
you do.
you know, the only thing that kept me out of college,
your grades.
high school.
Yeah.
Other than that, I wouldn't be making glue.
So Brian,
I'd still be huffing it.
we go to gigs sometimes, and we'll be in the back of the van, and Brian will have glue literally peeling from his hands. And it looks like he was
Well, it
involved
looks like
in
glue, but it's really leprosy.
it looks like he was involved in a fatal masturbation,
A drive-by spooging, I like to call it.
And anyway, so moving right along,
Let's get the sexy
we're
part
gonna
of the
have
show
to.
over
We're
with.
gonna have to get.
Yeah, now you know. And
do
knowing
we
is
need
half
to
the
get
battle.
Miss Christy Lockhart on mic?
Yeah.
No.
She just,
Okay. She's in the green room.
the green room is your bed. It's more that green room needs
That's
to be
not the
painted.
first time
Hey,
she's
that's
been
not the
in-
first time she's been in the bed.
Not the first time she's been over there.
And guess what? It won't be the last.
After tonight, it might be.
If I have anything, if those roofies, this duct tape, and that chloroform have anything to say about it.
Now, I bumped into. We went to the Heart Brigade.
Is that what you
show
call it, bumping
Saturday
into?
night. Oh, by the way, I need to talk about after hours. Really quick. Saturday night. I don't know about Friday night. Where's Friday night?
It's tomorrow night.
No. What's tomorrow?
Too many
The
white
25th?
Russians, gentlemen. and
Yeah,
ladies.
probably. So we'll just talk about Saturday night.
Yeah, when you
Saturday night at After Hours, which if you've been, of course, living under a rock, you don't know where After Hours is. It's located at 1614 North Main Street in High Point, North Kakalaki. And, of course, you can reach them at 336-883-4113, or you can go to Facebook, which is After Hours Tavern.
you
probably
can go in the
Miss
men's
Judy
bathroom
Blair.
where all the dicks hang out.
Send Miss Judy Blair a message. Tell them the guys at Dirty Overhaul Rock Show steered them in your direction. But Saturday night, the new guys in town and one awesome girl, Petty Disguise.
All right.
I'm not familiar with Petty
I think
Disguise.
that's Tom
but
Petty's new
I
project.
guess that's why they're the new guys in town.
I think it's Tom Petty's side project.
Is that
I
what
could
that
be
is?
wrong.
Let's see. I still don't see anything for Friday night.
Okay, maybe they're.
But I do know tonight, Thursday night, they have a cornhole tournament.
Ooh.
And they've raised the purse to $250. Why are we here doing this piece
when
of
we
shit
could
show?
be cornholing
when
each
we
other.
could be cornholing
I mean-
one another at After Hours Tavern, located at 1614 North Main Street. Contact Judy Blair. Tell them the guys at Dirty Overhaul Rock Show.
How much does it cost to get in?
Yes, that's exactly how much it cost.
Guess how much I got on my microloan?
$1.50.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. I need to take a sip of my refreshing beverage.
Yeah, by that he means alcoholic beverage because he's a full-blown drunk.
No, not full blown.
Okay.
Because if I were
You're just
full blown,
a
I would be
practicing.
in my car on my way to someone's house, and then I would be fully blown.
Hey, boy.
But Christy has reminded me that I am on the straight and narrow,
And she reminded you are a hoe.
and I'm on my road to what did you? I'm on a road to evolution.
Good luck.
This is what?
Well, you're running out of time because he's in his 60s now.
All right. Yeah. Anyway, you got something to play for a quick break?
You know, as a matter of
Brian?
fact,
And,
this is kind of weird, but I happened upon this video on
Yes.
YouTube, and this cat blew me away. Well, he didn't blow me, but this performance, if I can get it to play here, which I'm having a hell of
Well,
a
good
time.
luck with that.
But this guy's name is One String Brushy, and he's Jamaican, and he plays a guitar with one string, and I don't know if I can even get it to play here.
We'll go. You should have been queuing it up like yesterday.
Dude, I've been trying since we got here during your stories.
Yeah, that's the problem.
But,
You're always
hold on
trying.
1 second. Let me try.
You're never actually ending tasks.
Yeah, do a commercial or something. There is only 2.
Well, as usual, we're going to be right back. This is...
Okay, it's coming.
Now you got it to play.
I can't touch
I am
it.
what I am. I am the day I am.
We'll be right back. This is the Dirty Overhaul Rock Show.
Watch this. Hey. You know my name is Brushy Watson, you know. I've been to San Francisco. That's where I see my friend Pancho. He said, hey, Watson, there's something I got to know, you know. I said, yeah. While we back on San Francisco, is where we go. We sing this whole country song like this. Chicken in the corn, on the corn can't grow, mama. Hey, when chicken in the corn.
You know, traveling through this great country of ours, Fair Warning is known for one thing and one thing only, and that's rock and roll. We bring the show, baby. Everywhere we go, everybody knows that them boys is bad, and they've been bad for a long time. It ain't about the light show. It ain't about how pretty we are, because I'm going to be honest with you, my belly's just a little big, my butt might be just a little too big, but one thing they do know is that we bad, and we've been bad for a long time. Make no mistake about that. Now, one thing Fair Warning knows, and that's taking care of business. And we always take care of business. We have dined with kings and queens, and we have slept in alleys and dined on pork and beans, you understand? That's right, taking care of business. You see this hat right here? $150. You know who got me this lid? Jackson Wilson got me this lid. Now, right now, I want to let everybody just do this. Just put your hand up against the screen and touch my hand and know that we are one. And that on the 25th of this month, the year of our Lord, we're going to be in High Point. We're coming home. And I want everybody reach up, touch my hand, and be one with Fair Warning. Be at the show. Be there. Be somebody. Be with the boys. That's right. Taking care of business.
Hell yeah.
All right.
I don't know who that guy was in that sexy cowboy hat, but every time I hear that, it just gets me just amped up.
Hey, boy.
Hell yeah.
Wait a minute. We've got to make a quick call.
Oh, no.
Nobody makes Sheriff Buford Chief Justice look like a pompous pecker, except for that your ass.
Shut your ass. So we are going to be making a call.
Oh, yeah.
While I'm dialing in, Brian.
While you're down and out. What did you say?
I said I'm dialing our guest.
Somebody keeps emailing me this Larry McDowell. Do you know? I got one more food stamp.
Hey, we're back on the Dirty
All
Overhaul
right,
Rock
what
Show.
a great interview with
We've
Super
got-
Bob. That was
We just like to
fantastic.
go, hey.
Yes, we do.
And we have a special guest in the studio, Miss Christy Music Lockhart.
Yeah,
who is
Christy
the
Music Lover.
promotional director for this beautiful show that you're listening to currently.
She sunk in her life savings in getting this thing off the ground.
Oh, dear God, we're in trouble.
Uh-huh.
So anyway, we are going to be talking here in just a mere moment with the former frontman of Nailhole, former frontman and founder, of course, and now he plays rhythm guitar and backup and vocals with Eyecon. That is Toenail, Shawn Burchette.
Now,
Am I
I
saying
was-
that correctly?
Burchette.
or Burchette? Okay, because I'm going to blame you if I say it wrong.
Well, I'm sure he'll be fine with it.
Other band members for the Randleman-based band, which is include hard rock and a wee bit of country, are John Farlow on lead vocals.
John
Lead
Fogerty.
guitar is Patrick Jackson. Bass is Rhett Fisher and David Visser on
Thank
drums.
you. I'm glad you're here.
Upcoming
can't
shows are the Southern Roadhouse in Rockingham. Which
Hey,
we
wait
played.
a minute. We were just there.
We were just there, and I believe I lost one said wallet.
That's every
So
weekend we play somewhere.
I'm going to be hollering at these boys to see if they found my damn wallet.
And the EBT card that is
everybody's gonna want one. So let's see if we can get a hold of. Let me get the number dialed on here.
Right. Can I play something while
This is a technical show.
Pacing the pews in a church corridor, and I can't help but to hear. No, I can't help but to hear an exchanging of words. I love you too. What a beautiful wedding! What a beautiful wedding! Says a bridesmaid to a waiter. But what a shame! What a shame! The poor groom's bride is a whore. I chime in with a haven't you people ever heard of?
Closing a goddamn door. We are back. This is the Dirty Overhaul Rock.
You're letting out the air conditioning.
I know. Close that door. That's what my dad used to tell me all the time. Close that goddamn door.
Think I made a money?
We are back. This is the Dirty Overhaul Rock Show. We have got Toenail, Shawn Burchette. Am I saying that correctly, Shawn?
You got it, man.
All right.
Yeah, finally
we got
something goes right
Shawn
tonight.
on the phone. He is rhythm guitar and backup vocals for the band Eyecon, founder and former frontman of Nail Hole. And you guys are based out of Randleman, is that right?
We're kind of all over the place. We've got some guys from Greensboro and Liberty, High Point.
Ooh, the point.
Kind of all over.
Now,
Yeah.
now you guys, you got a show coming up this Saturday.
Yeah, Southern Roadhouse in Rockingham.
Yeah.
Wow.
And how you guys like going down to Rockingham?
It's, it's a very different place, but it's a really cool joint to go play.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we like it because, they do the burnouts there, and, of course, it aggravates the hell out of our drummer and sound man. They go,
And then they just they run outside.
yeah. Now, when they first did it, we thought our PA was blowing up because we heard boom, 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 boom. So, So anyway, and you guys are got a show coming up, JB's Sports Bar in Lexington on the 2nd of October. Is that right?
That's correct.
Greensboro Tattoo Ball, Carolina Crown and Vape Expo at the Meridian Convention Center in Greensboro on 10/24, and at the Great After Hours in High Point, North Carolina on November the 20th with Metal Shop with the great
That's right.
Scott Board.
Scott Dockin, Queensryche Board.
Now, I have been told through a little birdie came and told me that you own over 50 guitars. Is that correct?
Yeah, I think it's up to 52 now.
52. Oh, hey.
We're looking for a sponsor. Would you be interested?
I better hold on to them.
Now, you started, what did you start with? What kind of guitars did you start out with?
I started out with Fender.
Did you? Are you still a Fender man?
Oh, no.
What have you progressed to, evolved to?
Evolve's a good word.
I collect mostly Hamers, DBZs,
Oh, Hamers, cool.
Charvels.
Cool deal.
Pretty much whatever I can get my hands on.
Yeah, that's Brian.
Yeah.
Now,
Just love having a guitar.
Now, I asked a gentleman one time who collected a lot of guitars like yourself, and he was married, and I asked him, how do you get so many guitars without your wife knowing about it? And he says, well, if you have 2 or 3 guitars and you get a 4th one, she'll notice. If you've got 30 or 40 guitars or more, they're not going to pay any attention. They're not going to notice.
Oh, no.
So, what would you say you have the most of?
Probably Hamers.
Hamer's cool. I mean, one of the bass players that made Hamer pretty popular was Rick Savage from Def Leppard.
Oh, yeah, he played a lot of the Scarabs.
Oh, yeah.
I have a few of them.
Cool. The basses?
No, I have the 6-string guitar.
Oh, okay, 6-string guitar. Now, do you play much bass? Do you own any bass guitars?
I actually do have basses and a bass rig. I played bass in a couple of different local bands. I was the bass player in Meat Rocket for about 2.5
Meat Rocket,
years.
yeah. We know Mr. Meat Rocket.
Exactly, Burton Brown. Yep. We toured around the country for about 2 years.
Cool.
Which I always thought that was a great name, Meat Rocket.
Yeah, oh yeah.
That was a cool name.
Take a ride with the Meat
Bert,
Rocket.
he plays some drums, doesn't he?
Who?
He plays drums as well, doesn't he not?
Oh, no, I don't know.
Well, he had a Gretsch set of drums that he was trying to sell for the longest time.
Probably stole them.
Oh, okay, cool.
You heard it here first,
Hey,
ladies and gentlemen.
breaking
on
all the
Dirty
hot news.
Overall Rock Show.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
But so what? Now you guys have been together for how long now?
Just over 2 years. There has been a revolving door of musicians that have come through, and but I think that the lineup that we have now is probably the best that we've ever had.
Cool.
Yeah, we're really doing some good stuff now.
Yeah, Brian said that one time about the current lineup of Fair Warning,
Phew.
but then he said
Boy, was I wrong.
He was just kidding.
Oh yeah.
No, the club owner said, "You've got to be kidding."
So you guys play, how far out do you guys play?
Rockingham is probably about the farthest.
Okay. So, because I had a guy ask me one time, he said, why do you guys play so far out, like South Carolina?
Because we're
Virginia?
money
And
horse.
we said, well, we're just trying to stay working and, trying to stay
Pay
in
child
the
support.
loop and so on and so forth. Brian has lots of child support to pay.
Yeah.
And he's addicted to food stamp spending.
You got that right.
And sell them to the crackheads.
And he also does gay porn.
Thank you.
His name is Dick Spitz.
Hey, speaking of, my old drummer from Nail Hole is actually Dale DeBone, the porn star.
Oh yeah, he
Get
played with
out.
with our guitar player and our drummer in a band in Huge Ass Racket for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, small world.
Yes.
The gay
He's
porn
a good
world
guy.
is.
You only
unites us
find
all.
out this completely useless information here on the Dirty Overhaul Rock Show.
Yeah,
Man.
our current guitar player, his name is Pat Jackson.
Yeah.
He actually plays in another band called Skulls and Whiskey.
Oh, okay.
Don't know if you've ever heard them.
I've heard of them. I have not heard them, but I've heard of them.
Go check them out. They're great.
I'll check them out.
He actually does that too. We may have a show at night, and they have one during the day, and he'll actually play both shows.
That's awesome.
I'm too old for that shit. Sweet.
Now, we have recently, excuse me, and I hate to give a shameless plug, but we recently have been indulged with the, how would you say that, Brian? Is that we've been graced with the endorsement of Red Dragon Guitars. Are you familiar with those guys?
Yeah. One of the guys that sets up a lot of my guitars.
Oh,
yeah, would that
cool.
be Casey?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay, I'll tell you what. I went and picked up my guitar, my bass guitar, about a week ago. And Casey had set it up for me. They were at Ziggy's, because they're like in Sparta. And they went to Ziggy's, and I had picked it up there, and he had dialed it in. John Pugh had gave me a ring-a-ding-ding and said, hey, look, what gauge strings do you like? What kind of tuning are you using? The whole gambit. And I told him, and he dialed it in exactly the way I needed it. And I didn't know if you were familiar with those guys, John Pugh and the rest of the guys over at Red Dragon Guitars. But, of course, everybody listening, give those guys check them out on Facebook. Now,
They are nice guitars.
yeah, they're very nice guitars. I have looked at the Legator line, and I was not familiar with the Legator line until I started talking to John, and they are great guitars. But where would you say, now, your biggest audience, your biggest draw, your biggest crowd, when you guys go play, I mean, what's your arena? I mean, would you say it's in the Randleman area, in the Greensboro, Randleman area?
Usually Greensboro. Now, when we go and play at Rockingham, like at Southern Roadhouse, we pack that place out pretty well.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, it's as weird of a place as it is to play. It's a great place to play.
Yeah.
We like playing there as well. Now, do you guys have a Reverb Nation page, or website or anything like that, or that we could steer people towards?
Yeah, how could people listen to you guys and check you out? And
Most everything is going to be through Facebook.
cool.
If they'll just look up Eyecon, EYECON, you'll find us there. I think that we do have a Reverb Nation page. Being honest with you, I don't know what the address is for that. But I'm sure if you go there and look up Eyecon, you can find it there.
Right. And again, as Shawn or Toenail has said, that is EYECON, Eyecon. And, you guys, now aside from the shows that I mentioned earlier about JB Sports Bar, Greensboro Tattoo Ball, and the Convention Center, and Greensboro Meridian Convention Center, and After Hours, you got anything else coming up in the near future?
Yeah. We have Big Al's Treehouse in High Point.
Oh, we know that place.
Yeah, man. October 17th.
Cool. All right.
We're playing Drifters in Mebane on November the 14th.
That's formerly the Stumbling Pig, is it not?
Yeah.
Or the Tripping Hog. Go ahead.
Yeah. But we also are playing November the 24th at Southern Roadhouse again.
Cool deal.
Very good.
Yeah, man.
Very much so.
Perfect.
Cool, my friend.
Perfect.
Thank you for taking some time to talk with us, and we will put some information, of course, as it comes available with some of your shows and your contact info on our Facebook page. And we thank you so much for talking with us. And
thanks, man.
You have been talking to Mr. Toenail Shawn Burchette. Am I saying that correctly? Burchette?
You got it.
Of the band Eyecon. And you have been listening to the Dirty Overhaul Rock Show. Thanks so much, Shawn. We'll talk to you soon.
Thanks a lot, my friend. Hello?
Hi, Matt.
Yes.
Hey, that's Dave from the Dirty Overhaul Rock Show.
How are you?
Good, good. How you doing?
I can't complain.
Now, just trying to catch up from last night. I apologize for the bad reception, but you guys are on the road, and I hear you're going through the mountains.
Yep, we're driving from, we're going from Roanoke up to Pennsylvania today.
Oh, okay. Pennsylvania. Where you guys, let's see, you're going to be, let's see, last night, I got it written down right here. You were in Roanoke. What was the name of the club?
What?
I'm trying to find, I have my notes here. You were playing at Awful Arthur's in downtown Roanoke last night. How'd that go?
It went really well, actually. It was good. It's not a bad place to play at all.
I was going to say, I'm not familiar with that club, but you guys play all over. I mean, you're pretty much going coast to coast?
Half of the country, the eastern half of the country.
Oh, okay, eastern.
Out into, like, West Texas, all in the back.
Now, yeah, because some of the dates I'm sitting here looking at, you guys are going to be doing September 25th, which is that's today. That's the Fall Jam Deer Run at the Campground Gardeners in PA. Is that where you guys are headed?
Yep.
Okay. And it looks like Saturday the 26th, you're going to be at Planet Rock in Mansfield, Ohio.
Yep.
Just to throw out a few more dates, Thursday, October 1st, Empire Concert Club and Bar in Akron, Ohio. Friday, October 2nd at Tubby's Nightclub in, am I saying that correctly, Duncannon?
Duncannon.
Duncannon, back to PA. And then you got a benefit with the 5Ls coming up on the 9th, Friday, October 9th at Ziggy's in Winston-Salem.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're hoping to come. We're hoping to come catch you at that show. Come meet you and converse a little bit more with you. And
that'd be awesome.
We'd love to come see you. Every time bands come around to Ziggy's, we'd love to come out and say hello. Matter of fact, you got a new album that was released. What was it, in March?
Yeah, we just released it in March.
Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, it's a full-length record. We're happy with it. I think it's our best one so far.
Now,
I've been getting a pretty good response out of it.
Yeah, and you know, I am not a longtime listener of Super Bob. I was riding in the car with a friend of mine. It might have been a year ago, and they were playing something on the radio or on the CD player, and I said, "What the hell is that?" And they said, "Have you not ever heard of Super Bob?" And I went, "No, but I want to know more about him." So this girlfriend of mine turned me on to you guys. So you guys have been going on pretty strong and steady now for how long?
We've been a full-time band for 4 years, but we've been a band for 10 years.
Now you're out of D.C., right?
Yep.
And well, what part of D.C.? I'm not from D.C., but I've been there a few times. I mean, I think it's funny how you can be riding around like Pennsylvania Avenue, then all of a sudden you're in the hood. Like,
yeah,
that's crazy.
We're from right outside the city in Virginia.
I've heard a couple of people say that, you know, one of the worst places to drive around in is D.C., and I don't mean to talk junk about D.C., but I've just read about what I heard people say.
Traffic in the country.
Really? So,
yeah.
And you would have think that New York would be really bad, but I guess D.C., because it's so much smaller.
New York's bad in the city, but as far as a metro area, the D.C. metro area is the worst.
Now you're on vocals, of course, and on guitar you have Adam Smith, and
yep.
Then on bass you have Drew, and am I saying this correctly, Drew Reckney?
No, Drew is our drummer now.
Drew has moved to the drums. So what about Chris? What about Chris Faircloth? He was on drums before.
He's no longer with us.
Okay. So who do you have on the drums? Let's see. Wait a minute. I got confused. Drew's
on the drums.
Drew's on the drums,
and
now.
then
Who's on bass as well?
The bass is a mixture of tracks, and we split the guitar signal and run it through the guitar and the bass cap.
Oh, okay. I gotcha. All right. Now, now
so
you
we're
guys
just a three-man band now.
Now that's crazy the way you guys are working that. I mean, have you done anything like that before? I mean, you just with the tracks and the guitar players doing mixed shifts.
Yeah, no, we're pretty happy with it.
Now, am I correct that you guys do about 240 shows a year?
Yep, 230, 240 days a year for the last 4 years.
And that's actual shows, not days on the road, of course.
Yeah. Yep.
Now, you have. Is this your third or your fourth record?
This is our fourth full-length record.
Yeah. Which is all available on iTunes, correct?
Yep.
Okay.
All four.
Okay. Now, you work with some amazing producers like Garth, or as they say, Garth Richardson. And
we did our first record with Garth at Vancouver, British Columbia.
Okay. And Matt LaPlante?
Yep, we've done our last two records with Matt.
So,
he's
awesome. What's the great thing about working with those guys?
They're great producers. A great producer can really get in my opinion, can really get the best out of you. They force you to, do your best. But not that you don't try to do your best, but they're a valued opinion, and they know the right way to push you to get the best. So they're just really good guys to work with.
Now you guys you're still a relatively new band, but you're kicking up a lot of dust out there, my friend.
Yeah.
So that is really awesome, man. We were watching some of your videos and playing some of your tunes last night in the studio, and I like it. And of course, cool. I'm always like stuff that is upfront and in your face. Is there one particular place that you kind of go to play and you say, okay, we're going home, guys. This is our place. This is.
No, I wouldn't say that. Most of the places you play are really cool, but none of them are, that any place with a good crowd is pretty alright with me.
Yeah.
There's a lot of places that we go to on a regular basis that obviously are more familiar and, a little more fun, but
Yeah.
there's really no such thing as a show that's not fun.
Yeah, usually we have one place that when we go play, it's it's where you have like the best crowd and the most people come up and just really, really enjoy the show. But there's usually a couple of places like that for us. Now you guys, you said you only go out as far as Texas, right?
Yep.
Yeah, and because within a couple of nights of you guys playing this gig tonight, you're going right back to PA.
Yeah.
When you go out on the road, how often do you stay out at one time before you come back home?
It all depends. We try not to be gone for more than 4, 5, 6 weeks at a time, and then we'll. Luckily we have enough markets that are close to the areas that we live that, for a couple of weeks we can just do 3 or 4 days a week, and get plenty of time home. So, it's like every other job. They all have their ups and downs. Just part of our downs that we're gone a lot, but it's really not that bad. We get home plenty.
Now, Gene Simmons has been quoted to saying rock and roll is dead. What's your take on that?
I would say rock and roll is not innovative anymore, so it's not really, nobody cares. Not that it's dead, it's just nobody cares because no one's doing anything different. In my opinion, it's the only genre of music where doing something different is looked down upon, where the rest of the music is still innovative. So I don't think it's dead. I just think nobody cares about it because it's much of the same, regurgitated kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's dead. I think it's just, maybe taking a break, and eventually somebody will wake up and see that, making the same exact song in the same exact format isn't really piquing anybody's interest. Like, rock and roll come back.
Now, growing up and I presume you were growing up in D.C., what's some of the stuff that you guys were listening to before this band came together? What's some of the stuff that you were listening to when you started playing in a band?
We all come from very different musical backgrounds. I grew up on strictly listening to rap music, and our guitar player listened to the 80s.
Right.
Guns N' Roses and Motley Crue, and real big into that stuff. He used to like to dress like Motley Crue and big hair. It was terrible. And our drummer grew up as a musician, playing music, playing the piano, and he was just into all kinds of weird stuff, that he was into. So we just kind of, I don't know, we were all a fan of, back when music was innovative, like in the early 90s when you had Tool and had grunge.
Right.
You had a little bit of everything, and nobody was scared to try something rock. I don't know, I guess if I was to genre of music that I enjoy older rock, the 70s and 90s kind of rock.
Now,
not 80s, that's all kind of all about the 80s.
Now, I know you guys aren't a tribute band, but I know lots of people that play in tribute bands. I don't know what your take on a tribute band is, but I know some guys that play in a tribute band that go all out. They dress the part. Like, for example, if you're going to go see Kiss, you want to see Kiss in makeup, for example. You don't want to see Kiss from, like, Animalize or something like that. Or if you're going to go see ZZ Top, dress up with the sunglasses and the beards. But I know there's some ZZ Top tribute bands out there that say, hey, we're all about the music, not so much about the look. What do you think about going to see a tribute band, let's say a ZZ Top tribute band, and they're not even wearing a fake beard or a hair metal band, 80s hair band, that don't even put on wigs, like, let's say, Steel Panther, for example. If they're just, a couple of crew-cut guys up there playing hair metal, I think that the crowd, when they come to see you, they expect a certain aesthetic as well.
Yeah, no, I believe it's important to look the part.
Yeah.
Obviously we try to look the part.
Well, you guys got a great look going on.
What?
You guys got a great look going on, and you guys are all over the place. You're choreographed. I mean, you're jumping all over the place. Matter of fact, some of the older videos I was watching, it looked like the bass player and the guitar player. I mean, they would just switch sides of the stage and just do these just insane leaps.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah, now that he's back on drums, now that's my job. So now it's out of the night.
So it is definitely a high energy show. I can say that if someone were to ask me about Super Bowl. Now, I mean, how would you guys describe yourself? You know, if someone say, hey, you know, what do you guys sound like? I mean, you guys pretty much say, hey, look, we got our own sound, or you say, well, if you take this band and this band had a baby, that would be what you would hear.
I always tell people the same thing that people tell me. People always, I hear a lot that we sound similar to the Chili Peppers, Rage Against the Machine, and MSI. So that's typically what I tell people because I don't know what the hell we sound like. We just try to make the music that we want to make.
Yeah, I know you definitely have the high energy of the Chili Peppers, and I think the music, I don't think you guys sound like the Chili Peppers like you're ripping them off, but I think you have an influence that comes from that. And, you know, you watch the Chili Peppers, and they're just doing their own thing. They're not really trying to be anybody.
Yeah, they're all.
So, and that's what I feel when I see you guys and hear you guys play. You're not trying to be anybody else. You're just trying to do your own thing and express yourself.
Yeah, which is kind of lost in rock. You know, I feel like most bands
really
now try to be a specific thing, and we just try and be ourselves.
Right, and that's all you got to be. Now, and before we let you go, and I know you're a busy guy, we ask a couple of things before our guests leave. Number one, I know you've got, because everybody from just a working cover band to a road band like you guys, everybody's got, and that's kind of how this podcast got started, is sharing that you have that one story when you're sitting around the campfire, one of those road stories, on the way to a gig or on the way back from a gig, or when we were at the Waffle House, or something. There's got to be a great story that you've probably told 100 times that you want to share.
Oh, man. I don't know if there's, people ask me that question a lot, and I always have trouble picking out specific things because there's so many things that happen on the road that it just becomes, kind of normal. And you just kind of forget the spectacular things that have happened. So I can't really think of one story off the top of my head.
A lot of people will share some of the practical jokes that are played, like the drummer played a joke on the bass player, or, and it's something that really stands out.
We don't really play tricks on each other too often.
Oh, yeah.
What? He's making a face at me like I play tricks. What did I do to you? What? Oh, yeah. I put I had a canker sore in studio, so I had Oragel in my pocket, and I snuck over to our bass player's water bottle and squeezed a bunch of Oragel onto his water bottle, so that when he took a drink of water on stage, his whole mouth went numb. I thought it was great, but he didn't really have a good sense of humor a lot of the time, so he didn't think it was too funny. We also, one time, our bass player, this is internet radio, right?
Yeah, you can say whatever you want.
Okay, so one time we were playing, and there was an LED screen behind the stage, and our guitar player asked if we wanted our logo up there, and our guitar player said, no, we don't want our logo, but about halfway through the set, why don't you put Drew Loves Pop across the screen? Which is also hilarious. Drew didn't think it was funny. But then the next time we went and played that market, as we were setting up on stage, the crowd started chanting Drew Loves Pop.
Oh, my God. That's awesome.
Yeah, so that was like a double burn. That was pretty good. Good one. So, yeah, if you put us all in the room, I'd probably tell a million stories of all the times we bust each other's balls, but none of them really stick out at that one time, because it's been that one time has lasted for basically 4 years.
We played in Rockingham one time, and I made the mistake of not having a lock on my phone, and not having a lock on my phone, and I set it down, and the drummer and the singer, they went into cahoots and took a picture. The drummer took a picture of his nut. He pulled his shorts to the side, took a picture of his ball sack, and he went onto my Facebook page and made it my profile picture.
Oh, that's pretty good.
And almost got me kicked off of Facebook. But
that's pretty good.
But yeah, that was a pretty good one.
You got to keep your phone locked.
Yeah, got to keep the phone locked. Yeah, definitely keep that phone locked. We appreciate you taking the time to talk with us, and we'll be putting some links on our Facebook page. Well, yeah, you're fine. You're fine. And of course, we're going to be pushing your music, of course. Hey, when you guys come in town, give us a holler, and we'll have. We got some tickets to your show. We'll be happy to have a little contest and give some tickets away.
Great, awesome. Thank you very much.
All right, buddy. Stay in touch, and we'll be talking to you.
All right, have a good day.
Thanks again.
All right.
All right, bye. All right, you were talking to Matt from Super Bob, and this is a Dirty Overhaul Rock Show. We will be right back. Well, we are reaching the end of our show now. Welcome back.
We have rode
Dirty
this train.
Overhaul Rock Show. We have spoken with Super Bob.
Yep. Lead singer from Super Bob.
That's right, the lead singer from Super Bob.
What a band. They're out there tearing it up on these circuits.
That was Mr. Matt Santoro. And, of course, we have also spoken with the frontman Toenail, Shawn Burchette, of rhythm guitar and backing vocals of Eyecon.
Yeah.
So thanks for listening. This is the Dirty Overhaul Rock Show. And we're going to leave you with a little bit of Super Bob. This is, by the way, Freak. Thanks for listening.
Thank you.